If I'm not being chased, then you don't want me. If I was alone, I wouldn't be stressing myself out. Calling somebody babe, that's just a little bit scary for me. The most I can do is call you sir. I genuinely feel like I'm forcing things when I call somebody handsome. I am on my knees being like, please take it out for me. Take your pants off right now. Lovey-dovey stuff, I'm gonna vomit. It's like I'm forcing things. Around her, she's a trap star. She gonna run away when it gets hard. So if that's you, let's talk, because there is a lot to unpack. If you clicked on this video, you're probably very avoidant, just like me. So hi bestie, let's get into it. Welcome back, my thought daughters. Today we are talking navigating relationships as an avoidant attachment girly. Okay, this is episode 2 of the thought daughter diaries. We're on our second video. That's crazy. What do you mean 2 videos in 1 week? Who is she? Who actually is she? Hi guys, I'm Zua, Chelsea or Zua, whichever you prefer, and I happen to be Miss Avoidant Attachment. So yeah, that is me, and we're gonna talk about that today. So I come from a very conservative background. Like my culture is just extremely conservative. So like growing up, I never really saw like affection like that. Like the most affection that I would experience at home is very much acts of service. That is how my family shows their love. Acts of service, especially my dad, and I love to see it. So seeing affection in other ways wasn't really a thing for me. Just bear that in mind. Conservative, there's no showing of affection. Like, you know, like it's very strict. You know, my culture runs a very strict program. Fast forward, growing up, you know, realizing I'm a little cute after high school. I'm not so chopped, whatever. I'm just like, I'm kind of a baddie, you know? Well, not too much, but I'm just realizing and growing up and being like, oh, you know, very interesting times. I'm exploring, you know, life happens. You explore, you meet people, whatever. And I just eventually came to the realization that I never lost. And when it gets hard, I want to pack my bags and leave. She's around her, she's a trap star. She gonna run away when it gets hard. When it gets hard, I'm like, if I was alone, I wouldn't be stressing myself out. I'd probably be stressing myself out for something else, about something else. And I genuinely am trying to work on that, because I'm in a space where I want to welcome like long-term partnerships, friendships, community, whatever that looks like. I really want to open up for that. So with me growing up not really like seeing affection in that sense, right, it made me kind of overlook the fact that the people around me also need attention. The people around me also need love, right? And I never realized this for the longest time. I think also the whole thing that society puts in our minds of like a girl, you know, is to be chased and the guy is the chaser, you know, like that whole thing. So in my mind, I always felt like I need to be constantly being chased. And if I'm not being chased, then you don't want me. Like if you're not chasing me, you don't want me. That's how my mind would operate. And it never hit me that like, oh my gosh, the other person also wants to feel seen. They want to feel loved. They also want to feel affection in the same way that I do, because they are a human being. So for me, like ways to show affection, do like cute words and stuff, that stuff is cringy for me. It is extremely cringy. Like calling somebody babe, that's just a little bit scary for me. I genuinely cannot bring myself to do that. And like the most I can do is call you sir. The most I can do is call you sir. I don't know, like I just feel cringe. Like it feels like, what am I doing? Like why am I being so obvious that I like you? Why am I doing all of that? Like this is a personal thing. I generally find relationships like super cringe and embarrassing. Like, you know, the article about how having a boyfriend is embarrassing, I resonate with that fully. I've always resonated with that, because like it is just embarrassing being with a man in 2025, 2026. In this century, it is embarrassing. And I think because I find these dynamics like to be a little bit embarrassing, and so the avoidant girly in me feels very validated when I run away, because I'm like, it makes sense. Like he's a bum anyways, like he's stupid. Like what were you expecting from a man? You know what I mean? And so because I find relationships just ultimately embarrassing, it's so easy for me to click out. It's very easy for me to just be like, this is stupid. This is useless right now. Little miss, I don't need a man. Little miss, nonchalant. Little miss, I can do it myself. Little miss, this is stressing me out and I'm better off alone. Little miss, I like being single, but I kind of want to live. You know, I've been called nonchalant before. Like multiple people be like, oh my gosh, you're so nonchalant. It's not that I'm not nonchalant. Like I'm actually very chalant. I feel like people who have avoidant attachment styles are very chalant. They just don't want their chalantness to be taken advantage of. You get what I mean? Like, you don't want to give too much for nothing. We are looked at like we don't know what we want. We're looked at like we are just confusing, and I get it. Like, it's extremely confusing to be with somebody who has an avoidance attachment style. You tell yourself a story one too many times, and then you're already like, you know, he doesn't actually care for me. He doesn't like me, so I'm just gonna leave. So recently, what I've done to like work on this thing, I put together a list of like pet names that I would use in life that actually would make sense for me, because I genuinely feel like I'm forcing things when I call somebody handsome. I feel like I am begging, I am on my knees being like, please take it out for me, please. What's this TikTok sound? Remind me, what's the sound? If you don't do that, I'm gonna kill myself. Take your pants off right now. That sound, that's how I feel. And I'm like, in my mind, typing out bae feels so unnatural. Typing out lovey-dovey stuff, I'm gonna vomit. It's like I'm forcing things. It's like I am on my knees begging for your attention. That's how in my mind I feel. And I know it's not that deep, like it's really not that deep, but for me it is. The hardest thing about being avoidant is that you come across as if you are nonchalant. You come across as if you don't care what people think. You just, you just don't care. And the thing is, people who are avoidant care the most. We care the most that the care goes in the other direction. For me, it's like I care so much I pull away. I don't know how to explain it. It's like if I feel myself losing my mind over you, over this connection, wrap it up. I'm just like, I'm losing the plots. I'm losing the plots, and I just need to focus on myself. And then that's when I start pulling away. Another big thing that avoidance attachment people struggle with, or myself, so to speak, texting first. This is small, but it's a big thing. I have struggled with that for the longest time. Goes back to the chasing thing, feeling like, oh, this person needs to constantly be the one putting in effort and not me, because honey, I'm the prize. I
don't think y'all get it, but I'm the prize.
Which, the tea of I'm the prize is also a conversation for another day, because if you really think about it, everybody is the prize. Not everybody is the prize. We'll talk about that in another video. I think like the thing with me and being avoidant is that like I just don't want to be too much, right? And people are always like, no, be yourself, be free, like be open, I'm gonna be here for you. And it's like, when I show you my real self, you're not gonna like me.
I hate myself, people love that I hate myself, people love that I hate myself, people love that I hate myself.
Like, you're not gonna like me when you see the full potential of who I am. And so I think a part of me is avoidant because I'm just trying to protect my little heart. Like, the little heart that I do have left, I just want to protect that. And part of it looks like being nonchalant, part of it looks like running away, part of it looks like disappearing. That's how it shows up. Like, no, like I actually want to text you, but I don't want to overwhelm you. Like, I just don't want to overwhelm you, because I feel like if you know me too much, like, you're just gonna hate me, and I don't want you to hate me. So I'd rather run away. I just don't want to be too much, Another way people who are avoidant tend to cope is having very short-term relationships. So people who are avoidant will be here 3 months, next month, like constantly switching it up, because they feel like the longer they get to know a person and the longer the person gets to know them, the person is gonna start to hate them. People who are avoidant for the most part cannot keep like a long-term relationship. That's why, guys, I'm trying to work on it, because I don't want to be that girl. Like, I'm tired of being that girl. Like, I've met so many amazing people, and like because of my avoidance, like I've missed out on like some really good connections because I'm an avoidance person, and I hate speaking about the hard things. I hate being open and raw and honest. I hate just like putting my feelings out there, like that's why now I am here talking about it on the internet. That's why now I'm talking about my business online. Had I not been as avoidant as I am, I probably would have opened up more for community. I want to welcome people who deserve love. Like, I think I don't deserve love, but the ones who think that they deserve love, I want to be able to hold space for that. I want to hold space for my future self, because my future self wants a lot of things, and for the things that she wants, being avoidant is not going to be the thing that helps her get what she wants. Would I want to date somebody that's avoidant? Probably not. So why would I continue to be avoidant myself? So yeah, this is low-key a love letter to my future self, and I know you're watching this, so love you, girl, love you loads. So these are a few ways that if you're avoidant, you can work on being not so avoidant, or at least try, you know? So the first one for me that I've been trying is to take away the it's cringe aspect of everything, taking away the cringiness of it all. I actively have to tell myself this is not cringe.
Be cringe just to be free.
Send a message, do whatever I need to do. So exposure therapy, exposing yourself to the things that you wouldn't typically do, just start doing them and eventually you get used to it. Eventually it doesn't feel like so much of a mountain. I struggle with reaching out, right? So if I have a random thought at any random hour, I'll just send it, whether it's to my friends or somebody I'm talking to. Another way that I'm trying to work on being less avoidant is being more communicative. So trying to actually speak about my feelings, because for the most part, if you were to ask me how I feel, I'll tell you I'm fine. I'll tell you I'm okay.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Even though inside I can feel that I hate this thing that you did, but I'm not gonna tell you, because why don't you know that? We can't be expecting people to just know. I just say how you feel. Say how you feel, even if it's scary, even if you're scared. To say how you feel, because at least at the end of the day, you will know you tried. You will know you gave your full self, and that's okay. A major thing that I've been trying to do is not let social media feed into how I treat my relationships. So for the longest time, if Shira7 said something, I'm running with that. If the Wizard Liz said something, I'm running with that, because why? These are women that I looked up to. These are people that I look up to, and seeing how they live their lives made me want to implement what they do in their lives for myself. Come to find out, they're also just a random person being alive for the first time. So it's like, who am I to scroll on TikTok and see somebody else's experience and make that my experience of my reality? So for example, if you scroll on TikTok, you know, you'll get to a point where if he doesn't do this, he doesn't like you. If he doesn't text you, he doesn't like you. If he doesn't buy you roses in the first week, he doesn't like you. And as somebody that is anxiously avoidant, it's easy to fall into those traps because you're constantly trying to figure out what's going on with the next person. And when you don't get answers, the next best place is TikTok. The next best place is YouTube. The next best place is somebody's random opinion on the internet. And mind you, you don't know what people have been through to formulate the opinions that they have. Go online and see somebody be like, oh, if he hasn't texted you in 2 days, he doesn't like you. I would run with that. Whereas now I'm like, if I like him, he likes me, and I feel like this is genuine, why would I let a random voice online tell me how to navigate my life? Like, actually, you're alive for the first time, I'm alive for the first time. So, siafana, like, we're the same. Shut down the noise, listen to your guts as well. Like, your guts is extremely important. And I think, like, for me, the reason I'm also so avoidant is that there are many a times that I never listen to my guts. And with that, it now made me more avoidant. You know, like, it's like you gave the wrong people opportunities, and now you're just like, I guess everybody's gonna have to suffer, like everybody else is gonna have to suffer.
I find myself wanting to share less and less with anyone.
And I don't think that's fair, because I wouldn't want that for myself, like when I'm with somebody else, and neither would I want that for them. You get what I'm trying to say. But yeah, in conclusion, I'm bad at love. Ooh, you can't blame me for trying. Don't wanna know going through. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video, guys. I hope you took something from this conversation, or you learned something about somebody, or just had a bit of insights on how avoidance attachment styles people work. And you're a real one if you made it to the end, because ciao. Thank you so much for watching my video, and yeah, hopefully my husband is gonna find me when I'm not avoidant.